Bayern Munich continue to disappoint in the Champions League as last season they got knocked out by Liverpool in the round of 16. And although Bayern continue to win the Bundesliga on a yearly basis, their European struggles have continued since they last won the competition back in 2013. Two of Bayern Munich's greatest ever players, Frank Ribery and Arjen Robben, have announced their retirement and have left Bayern, which means it's a massive transitional period for Bayern Munich. With some of their big name superstars gone, it is definitely time to rebuild Bayern Munich and bring them Champions League success once again. So if you guys do enjoy these rebuild style videos, I would really appreciate a like on this one. Let's go for 1,000 likes once again. That would be brilliant. And if you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 19 content. Now this rebuild isn't going to be as easy as you'd think because we can only sign German players. That's right, this is the German only Bayern Munich rebuild. The rules of this rebuild are pretty simple. The objective is to win the Champions League. We can only sign German players, that is the objective. We've got to simulate every single game, and of course if we get to the final of the Champions League, that is the game we're going to be playing. So let's get this rebuild started. Let's get season 1 with Bayern Munich started. Now if you're wondering why do we have players from other nationalities in the team like Lewandowski and Thiago, well, the challenge is to only sign German players. We can keep existing players as it is in the club to help us out. So Lewandowski, Thiago and all these guys are going to be part of the squad, but if we need to make improvements to this team, we can only sign German players. Also, to keep this rebuild as realistic as possible, I've already made all the incoming and outgoing transfers Bayern have made so far, like Pavard, Lucas Hernandez are all a part of this Bayern team. Frank Ribery and Arjen Robben aren't, so we're keeping it realistic. And I've also done the exact same thing for Borussia Dortmund, so transfers like Julian Brandt and all have been made and their departures have been made as well to keep this rebuild as fun and realistic as possible. Looking at this Bayern team, first thing you'll notice is Robert Lewandowski up front. What a player to have. He's going to be the main man up front, getting us all the goals. We've got Kingsley Coman and Serge Gnabry on either side. Not bad at all. They're not quite Arjen Robben and Frank Ribery, but they're still very, very good options. In midfield, we do have some top class options like Thiago, Leon Goretzka and Thomas Müller. I'm a big fan of this midfield. Goretzka is insane in FIFA. Thiago is very good on the ball as well. We've got a decent defense as well with David Alaba, Jerome Boateng, Niklas Süle, Kimmich, and of course we've got Manuel Neuer in goal. He's still 88 rated and I reckon he's going to do a great job for us. So that is the first team Bayern have. This is where things get interesting because in the reserves and on the bench we don't really have too many options. So Bayern do have a very thin squad, which is something we need to address. So Ulrich as the backup keeper, perfectly fine. Pavard, new signing from Stuttgart, he's on the bench as well. Lucas Hernandez from Atletico Madrid, Javi Martinez, Tolisso, Renato Sanchez, Alphonso Davies and the new signing up. So definitely need to make some improvements to improve our squad depth. I'm definitely looking to bring in potentially a backup striker to give Lewandowski some relief, another winger, that could be a great option and I do have a certain player in mind for that. Definitely would be open to improving depth in defense because we are certainly lacking in that department. And potentially a midfielder. We'll see how things go. We do have a crazy budget of about 120 million, so we can certainly make some big signings to improve this team. I think we've got a good budget, so we're not forced to sell anyone, so I'm not looking to, offload any players from the team. We're going to keep the squad as it is, but if we get a good offer for someone, I'm definitely going to consider it. Apart from Lewandowski, he ain't going anywhere. Apparently, this is a signing that could happen in real life as well. There are some really strong rumors linking him to, of course, Bayern Munich. He's German, so of course we can sign him. 86 rated. I know 100 million is definitely really expensive, but with Arjen Robben and Ribery gone, we do need a big presence down that left or right flank, and that's why I've gone for Leroy Sané. Unfortunately, that only leaves us with about 18 million left to spend. I might actually have to, sell a few players if I want to make more improvements. Now, this was a huge decision for me to make as we received a pretty big offer from Juventus, 58.3 million for Thomas Müller. I initially did not want to sell him, but for that kind of money, I've got to, man. 58 million, I just couldn't say no, so I accepted the offer and Thomas Müller is on his way to Juventus. With that money, we can certainly make some pretty big improvements. And also, I've accepted a 30 million offer from Besiktas for Javi Martinez. Again, he's 29 and for 30 million, you've got to accept an offer like this. So there you go, he's on his way to Besiktas. Well, and there you go. With that, our budget is back on track and now we've got about 90 million left to spend. We've just gotten rid of a few midfielders at the club like Javi Martinez, Nunez and Thomas Muller, just makes sense bringing in another one. And I've gone for the youngster Kai Havertz, and we brought him in for 52 million, which I think is a pretty good transfer fee. Look at his stats. He's 83 rated already. He's 19 and he's going to get a lot better. This guy could be huge for us in this rebuild, and that is why I've gone ahead and signed him up. So we've wrapped up another signing, and this one isn't a big name signing. It's mostly for rotation purposes. The only right back in the team we've got is Joshua Kimmich, and I felt like we needed someone else to, give him some competition, and that's why I've signed Danny Da Costa from Frankfurt. He's had a good season with them. He's only 79 rated, but he has a potential of like 82 or something, so not bad for a backup right back. It did cost us about 16 million. I think that's a good fee. Alright, so we've got our first game with Bayern Munich, and it's the German Super Cup finalists. We face Frankfurt. Can we start off the rebuild with a trophy? Hopefully we can, and we do indeed do so. Gnabry, Lewandowski and Leon Goretzka getting us the goals as we've beaten Frankfurt 3-1. So we're on transfer deadline day right now, and I've got to say I'm happy with the signings I've made. Leroy Sané, Kai Havertz and Danny Da Costa. We've really made some top improvements, especially considering we've had the challenge of only signing German players. I think we've done a good job. So we spent about 168 million in this window, and we received 88 million through player sales. Not bad at all. And with that, we're left with about 40 million to spend in the winter transfer window. I don't want to be spending it right now. I want to assess my team once we've simulated until the winter window and just see how things are going. That is my plan of action. So this is the team we've got until the winter transfer window, and I reckon it's a pretty good squad. We've got Leroy Sané, Lewandowski and Gnabry up front, Thiago, Kai Havertz and Goretzka in midfield, Lucas Hernandez, Boateng, Süle, Kimmich at the back and Manuel Neuer in goal. About Neuer, he's picked up a 4-month-long injury, which is not good. Hopefully we'll still get through it. We do have some really good options on the bench with Alaba, Tolisso and Coman, but we don't really have many players in the team. So yes, squad depth isn't that great, but I'm hoping with this amazing first team we can get through it. So that's our group in the Champions League. Ajax, Athens and Benfica. Interesting. I reckon it's going to be us and Ajax finishing in the top 2 spots. Hopefully we can top the group. So we just about managed to top our Champions League group with 13 points, one more than Ajax. Brilliant, which means we should get an easier draw in the round of 16, and hopefully that helps. So halfway through the season, we're top of the Bundesliga with 36 points, which is superb. Wolfsburg in second place with 34, only 2 points behind us, but it's good to see Bayern top of the league in this rebuild. We're doing really well, man. We managed to top our Champions League group. We're top of the Bundesliga as well. There is actually a chance we might be able to complete this rebuild in our first season itself. That would be incredible. We'll see how things go. Well, unfortunately in the DFB Pokal we didn't really do so well as RB Leipzig knocked us out 3-1 in round 2. That is definitely frustrating. So we are in the winter transfer window now, and we've got about 40 million to spend, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy with this team and I don't want to be making any big changes, at least for now. We'll keep that for a potential season 2. Right now I just want to try and improve our squad depth, so I'm probably looking to sign a extra midfielder, and that's about it really. Here we go, we've made our first signing of this window, and I've signed Mahmoud Dahoud from Borussia Dortmund for about 27 million. Now, Borussia Dortmund took away Mats Hummels from us. It's only fair that we get to take someone from them, and I've gone for Dahoud. The German is 81 rated and will offer us good amount of squad depth, which is good to see. We need squad depth now. Our first team is looking decent, and that's exactly why I've gone ahead and splashed the cash on Dahoud. 27 million for this guy I think is a very, very good deal. So there you go. Welcome to Bayern. So it's been a very quiet winter transfer window. We did bring in Mahmoud Dahoud, but apart from that we didn't really do any business. Of course, we didn't have funds to do any business. Now I guess if I want to make any more big signings, it will be in a season 2. That is if we fail to win the Champions League this season. But I do think we've got a good chance. I mean, our attack is brilliant. We've got a great midfield. Our defense is looking good. Manuel Neuer is fit again. It's a quality team. The only thing I'm worried about is squad depth. So hopefully that doesn't really derail us from our end goal. But it's a good team we've got. Let's now sim until the end of the season and see where we finish. So we've drawn Valencia in the round of 16 of the Champions League, and funnily enough, that's probably the easiest team we could have received in the round of 16. So we're getting the luck in the Champions League, and let's make the most of it. Valencia versus Bayern Munich, first leg away from home at their Stadio Mestalla. Let's get ourselves a solid result to take home. Lewandowski bangs in the first goal, and we've beaten Valencia 2-0. Sané, our new signing, scoring for us as well. A good advantage for that second leg. Second leg, Bayern Munich versus versus Valencia. It's still 0-0 so far in the second half as well. Let's sim the game and see what happens. It's a 1-1 draw. Leroy Sané scored for us, but that is enough to get us into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Also, a quick note, I've switched up the formation a tad, but I'm playing a 4-3-3 attack formation instead of the 4-3-3 with a CDM, just because we've got Kai Havertz in the team, and it makes so much more sense playing him in that natural cam position. So we're going to be using this formation. We used it against Valencia, and it did work pretty well for us. So let's see if it can win us the Champions League. We're just getting unbelievable luck in the Champions League this season. In the quarterfinals, we've managed to draw Olympique Lyon. I mean, look at the teams we've avoided. Atleti, United, Madrid, Spurs, City, Paris, and of course we're facing Lyon. That's brilliant, but we cannot underestimate them. Let's knock them out and move on to the semis. First leg against Lyon, we are the favourites in this tie. Let's get the job done, but Memphis Depay has scored. We've equalised with Joshua Kimmich. Let's sim the game and see what happens. It is a 2-1 defeat with Gnabry getting a red card. That is not good news. Luckily, we do have an away goal, which could certainly help us. Let's see what the second leg brings. Have a look at this, guys. Both Boateng and Gnabry are suspended for that second leg against Olympique Lyon. I'm not sure if we can overturn the deficit. The suspensions have definitely caused us problems, but we've managed to score the first goal in the second leg. Leon Goretzka getting it done. And as the scoreline remains the same, we'll be through to the semi-finals. We've simmed the game. Kai Havertz scores as well. And Olympique Lyon have been knocked down from the Champions League, and we are through to the semi-finals. There aren't any easy draws in the Champions League semi-finals, but to be fair, it's Spurs and Manchester United in the other bracket. I would have definitely preferred facing them. But we've drawn Man City. Pep Guardiola's returning to face his former side Bayern. I'm hoping we can knock City out, because I think if we can knock City out, we've got a great chance of completing this rebuild in our first season, because I think we'll be favourites against either Man United or Spurs, but it's not going to be easy knocking out City. Alright, here we go. First leg against Man City. If we can get ourselves a good result here at the Etihad Stadium, that could be massive for us. Let's sim the game and see what happens. A 1-1 draw. We get the away goal, and you know what? I'll take it. Second leg, boys, against Manchester City. Bayern Munich. Second leg of the Champions League semi-finals. It's Bayern versus City, and we've scored the first goal. Come on, that's a massive advantage. Serge Gnabry getting the job done for us. Once again, he scored in that first leg as well. Let's sim the game and see what happens. It's a 2-0 win. Kai Havertz, what a signing he's turned out to be. The German boys have got it done for us, and we are through to the finals of the Champions League. You cannot write this stuff. This just had to happen. Bayern Munich versus Manchester United in the Champions League final. Now, this is interesting because this is the same exact final that happened 20 years ago in 1999, where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored the winner against Bayern, and now he's manager of United. Very, very interesting. I can't believe we might be able to wrap up this rebuild in our first season itself. We've definitely had some lucky draws in the Champions League. We've avoided facing Madrid, Barca, or even Juventus, but it's time for us to make most of this opportunity and to try and wrap this rebuild up in our first season itself. Since I changed formation to, of course, the 4-3-3 attack, we were unstoppable in the Bundesliga. We started scoring a lot more goals, and somehow defensively we were even better. So we've won the Bundesliga with a 15-point margin over Borussia Dortmund, even though they had all their new signings like Hummels, Julian Brandt and all, and we were too good. So the German challenge is going pretty well so far. 75 points for Bayern in 34 games. Brilliant. So it was Pli from Borussia Mönchengladbach who won the Golden Boot Award with 19 goals. Haller scored 17 for Frankfurt. Bailey coming in with 15, so Lewandowski and Sane weren't that productive, but they still scored quite a few goals. 11 goals apiece from the two of them. Do we have any more Bayern players in there? Serge Gnabry coming in with 9 goals. That's not too bad. Assist-wise, Kai Havertz coming in with 10 assists. The Germans have definitely made their contributions. Sane coming in with 8 assists as well. Do we have any more players in there in the top 25? No, we don't. Clean sheets wise, Manuel Neuer coming in with 7 clean sheets in 5th place. Ulrich coming in with 7 as well. Keep in mind, Neuer was injured for a long time throughout the course of this rebuild. It's frustrating that we got knocked out in the early rounds, but it's RB Leipzig that have won the DFB Pokal. It was them who knocked us out of the competition, to be fair, so I guess they were the winners. Rematch of the classic 1999 Champions League final, and it's time to face Manchester United for that trophy. You guys know the drill. We win this trophy, we're done with the rebuild. We've completed this German-only Bayern Munich challenge, and let's do it in style. Let's get into the game and get the job done. Perfect example of why FIFA is unrealistic. Arsenal have won the Premier League with 84 points. Manchester United finish in second place, so I'm just scouting our rivals a bit before this final. So I guess we're definitely heavy favourites for this Champions League final because United couldn't even win their own league. Here we go, Champions League final at the Estadio Metropolitano Stadium, and this is how I'm lining up the team. Leroy Sané, Robert Lewandowski and Serge Gnabry up front. What an attack that is. Unfortunately, Lewandowski has gone down by 1 in his overall. That's frustrating. Kai Havertz in that cam role. Thiago and Goretzka complete the midfield. David Alaba, Lucas Hernandez and Boateng at the back. Sulis picked up an injury, so he won't be able to play this final, which is really frustrating. Joshua Kimmich now 88 rated in that right back role. Manuel Neuer in goal. That is the Bayern Munich team, and I can't wait to find out what the United team is. If I'm being honest, I did not expect to reach the Champions League final in our first season. We've been incredibly lucky to get here, but let's make most use of this opportunity to wrap up this rebuild in the first season itself. So this is how Manchester United are lining up, and they've got a good team, man. They've signed Rakitic, and on the bench they've got Matic, Greenwood and all. I mean, look at their first team. Martial, Lukaku up front is decent. They've got Alejandro Gomez in cam. Rakitic, Pogba, Herrera is a decent midfield. Their defense is a bit shaky, but that's a good team, and you can kind of make arguments, you know, why they reached this final, but fair play to them for getting here. Let's hopefully beat them. On the attack we go. Leon Goretzka, we know he's a strong midfielder who can move the ball forward really well. Now Kai Havertz finds Leroy Sané. Brilliant chance for him. Oh, that's a very heavy touch, but he gets the ball back in. Lindelof clears it away. That was getting super close to one of our midfielders. They could have tapped it home, but that's actually good defending from the Swedish centre-back. Corner. If we can whip this one to Lewandowski, there could be problems for United, but De Gea comes forward. It falls to Kai Havertz, though. He's going to go for goal. A powerful attempt from the German, but De Gea is up to it. Good save from the Spaniard. Thiago finds Kai Havertz on his left foot, goes for the finish shot, and how on earth has David De Gea saved that? I thought that was a definite goal. Kai Havertz with perfect power, placed it well, but the keeper somehow saved it. Look at that. Maybe it wasn't the best of efforts from Kai Havertz, but still, that's an unbelievable save from De Gea. Not good. Manchester United pushing forward now. It's Martial. Oh my goodness. Boateng just destroyed Martial there. Literally just pushed him over. Foul not given. A perfect challenge. Ander Herrera finds Alejandro Gomez. Now Martial is broken through. Anthony Martial with a big chance. Boateng is tracked back well. And that's well defended by Jerome Boateng, who's had a good game, but Manuel Neuer still forced to make a save there. Ooh, that was actually really close. Still 0-0, but both teams have had a good amount of chances. Corner for them. Alejandro Gomez now whipping in a good cross. Manuel Neuer punches it away. The chance is still not gone, though. It's Martial turning and shooting and hits the post with a ridiculous attempt. That attempt alone probably deserved a goal. Fair play Martial for trying that. David Alaba pushing forward, and now Leroy Sané is making the run. We know how quick Sané is. Can he get past by? He can. Sané puts in the cross and Kai Havertz hits the post. No way, man. How on earth has that not gone in? Kai Havertz again coming so close to giving us the lead, but well, the post denied him there. Both teams have hit the post once now. Finds Lewandowski. Lewandowski inside, brilliantly done. Now Kai Havertz with a massive chance. He's going to square to Gnabry. Gnabry, I think, is onside. How has De Gea saved it? No freaking way, man. David De Gea is just impossible to beat. Well, at least in this game, he's made so many insane saves, and that should have been a goal. A big chance gone. Some great link-up play between Lewandowski and Kai Havertz. But, well, De Gea is just on another level. Half-time in this Champions League final, and even though we haven't scored yet, this has got to be one of the most craziest games of FIFA I've played, because both teams have had so many chances, ridiculous attempts, goalkeepers have been nuts. Let's see now what the second half brings. I'm making a pretty interesting substitution. On comes Tolisso for Thiago, just to give us more fresh legs in that midfield. Goretzka back to Kai Havertz and waiting for some movement. Tolisso provides the movement. Oh, that is a rocket of a shot from Corentin Tolisso, who has just scored the opener in the Champions League final, and it was a screamer. The power behind this shot was actually unbelievable. I timed it to perfection. Kai Havertz laid it off to Tolisso, and he did the rest. The super sub coming in to good use, but what a strike, man. In a game where De Gea has been just crazy, to score a goal like that, you really need to have talent, and Tolisso has abundance of talent, and he's done it for us. Come on, we've got the advantage in this final. We lead 1-0. Lewandowski beats one, goes for goal, and scores. What a strike from Robert Lewandowski. We've seen two absolutely sensational goals in the space of like 10 minutes. First it was Tolisso, and now it's the Polishman Lewandowski who fires us into a 2-0 lead against Manchester United. And what a strike this was. First he did the heel-to-heel flick to, beat his man, and then just a screamer of an effort with his weaker left foot to put us into a 2-0 advantage. Man United cannot handle Robert Lewandowski as we've made it 2-0 in this final. Come on, we might be able to wrap up this rebuild now in our first season itself. Now Robert Lewandowski trying to bring it inside. Oh, La Croqueta past one. Still Robert Lewandowski tries to, place it into the bottom right corner, but couldn't keep it on target. Robert Lewandowski sprays this wide to Leroy Sané, and we go forward. Go Sané with the pace. Come on, get the job done. Sané shoots, and that's a big save from David De Gea. He's keeping Manchester United alive in this final. Nemanja Matic now has been brought on as a substitute. Let's see what Matic can do. Finds Florenzi in that right back role. It's a good cross played in. What's going on here? Thankfully, it fell to Neuer kindly, and he collects it without any sort of problem. Since we made it 2-0, United have really struggled to do anything in this game. I think we've just controlled the game really well, and just a couple of minutes left in this fixture. We should be winning the Champions League any moment now. Come on, ref, just blow the freaking whistle, and let me just clear the ball away first. Matic goes for a shot. It's chaos now. I mean, I don't want them to score any sort of consolation goal, and there you go. That's that for the final. We've won the Champions League in this rebuild, and well, guess what? We've rebuilded Bayern Munich. Never easy beating United 2-0, and we made it look light work in this final, especially in that second half. And the fact that we've done this rebuild with signing only German players, it's certainly impressive. And also in one season itself, I'll be honest, I did not expect to do this in like one season. We've had a good amount of luck in this competition, but hey, you still need to play the final and win it, and we did that with ease. So it's time for Manuel Neuer to do the honors and lift the Champions League trophy. Come on Neuer, our captain, get it done with. Manuel Neuer lifts the Champions League, and Bayern Munich have won the Champions League in this rebuild. Have a look at this. Bayern Munich emerges Champions League winners. We've got Lewandowski in a suit looking fine with the Champions League trophy. Before we end off the rebuild, it's time to take a detailed look at the stats of our players this season. Leroy Sané played the most games. I guess signing him was an amazing decision to make. 49 appearances from him. Gnabry played 47, Kimmich played 46, Goretzka with 44, Boateng with 41, Lewandowski with 40, Hernandez with 39, and so on. Kai Havertz coming in with 38 games as well. Goals wise, Lewandowski our top scorer with 16 goals, 3 coming in the Champions League. Gnabry scored 13 as well for us, 3 coming in the Champions League. Sané again with 13 goals. Kai Havertz coming in with 10. He scored 5 in the Champions League. What a signing this has turned out to be. Goretzka with 6, and so on. Now assist wise, we've got Kai Havertz coming in with 14 assists. I guess signing him was the perfect decision. 50 million we spent on him. Completely worth it. Leroy Sané with 9 assists, Serge Gnabry with 6, Goretzka with 5, Alaba with 3, and so on. So this is the team that got the job done for us and helped us win the Champions League in one season itself. Robert Lewandowski, Sané, Gnabry up front. What an attack this has turned out to be. Sané now 88 rated, Kai Havertz in that cam role 85 rated, Thiago Goretzka as well completing the midfield, Lucas Hernandez, Sula, Boateng, Kimmich, and Manuel Neuer in goal. And on the bench we've got some great options like Alaba, Da Costa, De Hudu we signed, Kingsley Coman, Tolisso as well. I'm really happy with this team that we've built. So I've just put all the German players into the first team, and we just about managed to build a complete first 11 of just German players. We've had to use Arp up front, who's now 75 rated by the way. He's grown really well. Dahoud as well in midfield. We've got Da Costa playing as the left back. We can move him in that right back role and play Kimmich as left back. Doesn't really matter, but yes, we do indeed have managed to build a pretty good complete German 11, which I guess is great to see. So that is that for this rebuild. It's been super fun recording this one for you guys because, well, I normally don't do content based in the Bundesliga, and I've really enjoyed doing this one. I think it's the first career mode or rebuild I've ever done with Bayern Munich, so it was a lot of fun. I'm kind of disappointed that we're not going to be doing a season 2 because I would have loved to sign the likes of Timo Werner and Sonny Cruz to help out the team, but well, we got it done in one season itself. But that's it for the rebuild. Really hope you guys have enjoyed it. We won the Champions League, we won the Bundesliga. What more can you ask for? Drop a like if you've enjoyed. 1,000 likes would be superb. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys next time.